Ninth inning, 4-3. Dodgers lead the Yankees. We're in the ninth. Bucky Dent. Tying run is on. It's a base hit to left field.
This game can have some funny twists as Baker gets the ball back in. Forster pitching for the Dodgers. Gossage in the game for the Yankees. Dent just gets a base hit. They were former roommates, as we told you yesterday. There's the bench. Chambliss right there, who is not playing today.
Roy White's the batter, but let's pause briefly for our station identification. This is the NBC television network. Roy White misses the bunt. It's a strike. Garvey was charging hard. So was Say. White is 2 for 4. He lined out in the first inning. He singled, scored in the third, popped in the second baseman in the fifth, singled and scored in the seventh. White takes a good look at Hauser to see if it's still on. Then a good lead. Switched. He was running. Tapped on the third base line. It's going to be a tough play. Roy White is out on a close play at first.
He did the job, though. He made contact in a tough pitch. Looked like it was down and in, maybe a slider. To even get his bat on it was a good performance to get that runner in scoring position, Tom.
You know, it's good aggressive baseball, too, by the Yankees, Tony. It was a slider down and in. Looks like it might have hit his bat into his leg there. A good play by Terry Forster off the mound. Just as good as a bunt. Got a man at scoring position. Yankees got a chance for Bob Blair or Thurman Munson to drive him in, tie the game up.
Super play by Forster, a left-hander, a little bit tougher. Here is Blair, hit the first pitch for a double. He came on and replaced Thomason. That was in the 7th inning. Paul Blair. Yeager, you can bet, remembers that first pitch that Blair hit. Ball 1.
There's some definite butterflies in the stomach of number 2 right there, that's for sure. These Yankees don't want to go back to Yankee Stadium down 2 games. They get a rally, tie it up, or go ahead. They'd love to go back 1-1, and that man, Terry Forster, as you look at Bucky Dent at second, trying to stop this Yankee rally.
1 out. Breaking ball inside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike on Paul Blair.
Talk about guys that like to hit fastballs. Paul Blair does. Once in a while, he can generate a little power, too, because he swings awfully hard.
Whoa, takes it inside. He was going to bunt for the base hit.
You bet. He had Say back a little bit and Garvey on the other side.
So it's 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. There's the defense. At second base, Bucky Dent. He is the tying run. We're in the 9th. Dodgers 4, Yankees 3. 3-run homer by Say in the 6th gave the Dodgers the lead.
Yankees have left 8 men on base through 8 innings in this ballgame, but you want to know how efficient the Dodgers have been? They've left just 2 on base.
Time called once again. Blair wasn't ready. Cat and mouse going here.
Look out.
All the way inside. Almost hit him, and now it's 3-1. Blair will take a look at Hauser, whether he'll be hitting or taking. Bob Lemon will flash the sign. That's Willie Randolph to his left. Willie's suited, but not eligible to play in this series. Now Blair backs out. He got the sign from the bench.
You got to bet that Forster is taking a little glance at the on-deck circle at Munson, too. Doesn't want to pitch to him.
Ball 4, walked in. And Tom Lasorda may have to make a decision. He's just motioned to go out and talk to him and stall for time. And as a catcher, you should just simply go out there.
Bob Welch, the right-hander, the young, hard thrower. Tom Seaver talked about him yesterday. The left-hander was Lance Rotson. Here comes Tommy. He wanted to stall for time. Red Adams, the pitching coach, was on the phone to check with the bullpen catcher, Mark Creasy, to see if the pitcher was ready. The right-hander, Welch. I don't think he had too many pitches thrown out there, Tommy. And he's had a little shoulder problem or elbow problem, we understand, so he'd need a little more time to loosen up.
Well, if he needs time, he's got the guy on the mound to give it to him. I mean, sort of. He can hold court out there for about a half an hour if he has to.
I think that's the sign you get the most from a manager, that moving of the fingers like that, which you just go out there and just simply start. Now Haller is standing at home plate. He's going to go out there now. He's going to go out there now because they're just standing out there talking. Munson is just waiting. You're not saying anything. You're just saying, hey, I'm going to stand out here until he comes out. Here he comes, and then you just stand around.
Thurman's enjoying himself, isn't he?
Welch. He's going with the youngster, Bob Welch. Here he comes. So we've got a break in the action here. We're in the ninth. The tying run is on at second. Base runner at first. One man out. 4-3. Dodgers over the Yankees. We'll be right back. Little intrigue. Munson is heading to the on deck. Jackson was out, and he's in the dugout now talking to Greg Nettles as we see Forster in the Dodger dugout. Munson heading back. Jackson still talking to Nettles. It just breaks up.
Well, Munson and Jackson talked, and then Jackson went in to talk to Nettles and a little brief scouting report. What does he throw? Nettles apparently knows more about Welch. Relayed the scouting report. And then Welch is warming up right now. Here is another hard throw.
What can you really say about young Welch, that he just throws hard, throws strikes, and in the games we saw him, Tony, on our game of the week, that crucial game that the Dodgers will pinpoint and say that's the one to turn us around, he just reared back and fired.
Tom Seaver talked about that yesterday. They were in the midst of a 6-game losing streak. They'd lost the first game of the series in Candlestick to the San Francisco Giants, and this kid came out of nowhere. In fact, it's interesting how they got him. He would have been regarded very highly and drafted by someone else, but he had a sore arm, missed a whole year of pitching, I believe in college. The Dodgers took a chance on him. He sat a whole year out, and look what he's done for him this year.
He's 21 years old. He'll be 22 years old on November 3rd. Born in Detroit, lives in Ferndale. His dad is here, was in the clubhouse, met with him, and you can bet that he's got some butterflies as he checks the runners like we do. Dent's at second. Blair is at first. Munson is the batter. One man out. Ninth inning. Dodgers lead 4-3. Munson, a base hit in the first, walked, struck out in the fifth and the seventh. Strike one. He'll not be thinking, he'll be throwing. Bob Welch. Fly ball, right field. Reggie Smith is there, makes the play, so there are two away in a runner's hole, and Welch runs all the way over to third, backing up the play. The youngster obviously schooled well in the fundamentals.
That play might not have been as easy as it looked because Reggie Smith was battling that bank of lights up here, and he got way down low to the ground until the ball came out. You hear about the sun a lot, but the lights in a lot of these stadiums will bother you too.
Now it comes down to the man, there's Reggie Smith, the man who's been called the autumn child by many, Reggie Jackson. A big conference on the mound, just more or less to settle his youngster down. Tom, if you don't know how to pitch to him now, this is no time to confuse him, huh?
Well, it's not time to go to school. You have to have your mind made up when you walk out of that bullpen. Those guys coming in know who they're going to face and what strengths they have, what weaknesses they have. They should have an idea what they're doing. A little commotion out in right field. Looks like we have a Frisbee and some paper out there in right field. They're going to stop play for a moment. The one thing about this youngster, Bob Welch, they've clocked him in that 95-mile-an-hour range with his fastball. He's got an outstanding fastball. The thing about him as a young pitcher, he has very good control with it. Got a good breaking ball. Seldom will throw a changeup. He's working on a changeup. And he's got a good fastball. Much of the time knows how to throw it. That was a signal for the changeup for his catcher right there as they do a little warm-up while they're clearing the debris in right field.
So we're down to the last out for the Yankees. Dent, the tying run at second. Tiebreaker, Blair's at first. Reggie Jackson is the batter.
You couldn't ask for a more dramatic moment for a young pitcher to walk into right here.
Strike one.
Wow.
This crowd will tell you what's happening. Listen to him. Jackson regrouping, some standing, some seated. 21 years old. Bob Welch. 1 ball, 1 strike. They've been sending that low bridge all night to Reggie Jackson.
He really gets out of the way late, doesn't he? He doesn't get down, and that ball's almost by him. Look at this. He starts after it. Wonder why he gets hurt. Reggie has been hitting the head. at least a couple of times that I know of.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Tying run at second. Bucky Dent, Paul Blair's at first.
And you know the guy at the plate, a guy who just has a knack for knowing the greatness of a moment, Reggie Jackson.
Fouls it back with fastball. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pressure mounts. Listen to these fans. Study and determination. Bob Welch, a deep breath, maybe a half prayer, and his best pitch. Fouled it back. What a battle.
Well, I'm telling you, my palms are sweating up here in the booth.
Bob Lemon, Dodger fans, Yankee fans, baseball fans. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tying run at second. 4-3. Dodgers, 9th inning. Out of play. You think he's not wide in the strike zone a bit? There's the Dodger bench. Can't tell if he's winning or losing. Bob Lemon.
Well, it's a classic matchup between a fastball pitcher and a guy that swings hard in a game-winning situation right here, too.
Look at that study. Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jackson.
Tying run at second. Potential lead run at first. That's Dent at second. Blair at first. Blair can run. He can score on an extra base hit.
Well, you're getting it all here. The kid against the veteran. The fastballer against a fastball hitter.
That Dodger outfielder swung around the right and way deep. They do not want an extra base hit in this situation. North and Smith are playing near the warning track.
Foul back. Jackson continues to battle Welch. Welch continues to battle Jackson.
He's fouling the pitches off, too, that people get him out,
Yes.
high and tight.
Tell you, this kid, he doesn't have any shorts when it comes to that thing called guts. He proved it in San Francisco and here tonight. He's just looking in, getting his sign, and firing. Listen to the crowd. High, ball 3, we're down to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and they pick up the percentage now. Paul Blair will be off as soon as Welch starts at the plate. Quite possible he could score on that long single. Percentage to go to 3-2, and it swings to the Yankees, and Jackson makes the kid wait. Dent at second. Blair at first. 2 outs. There they go. Struck him out. Ball game is over. Bob Welch, a tremendous pitching performance. Listen to the crowd.
Watch this from Reggie Jackson. He thought he might have run up the bad pitch to end the ball game. He was very disgusted. His reaction is phenomenal. If you watch it, when he finally got to the dugout steps, he threw the bat into the dugout among some Yankee players. He obviously was not aiming for them. We did not see it all, but there were some upset Yankees, not just because they lost.
So Bob Welch comes in, and the Dodgers win game number 2 by the score of 4-3.